Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the consumer's budget. In the previous class, we have discussed what is indifference map and features of the indifference curve. And in today's class, we are going to discuss about consumer's budget. What do you mean by consumer's budget? Consumer's budget is his income, where he can spend that money to buy the bundles which contain two goods, and price of these goods are given in the market. The price of the goods given in the market, and we have the bundles here. So whatever amount he has to buy these bundles, we call it as consumer's budget. What is his income? Suppose price of the good, here the price of both the goods is, this is 5 rupees and this is 5 rupees. Let's say the price of good x1 is 5, price of the good x2 is 5, and he has income of amount with him. He has 20 rupees. Okay, so here he has 20 rupees, and in the market we have a bundle which contains x1 x2 good, and price of the each good is given. Here the price of these two goods are same, 5 rupees. Okay, so we'll consider that the price of both the goods are same, and he has 20 rupees with him. So what are the bundles he can buy? We can say 0, 1, 0, 2, up to 4, correct? 4, because x2 4 quantities into 5, the price of the good. What is the total amount? 20 rupees, right? So keeping this first good 0, he can buy 4 goods, that is x2. So this bundle he can select. If he is spending entire income on this x2 good, then we can say the bundle looks like this: 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Up to 4 he can buy. Or else he can go with this also. I'll mention 3 as well. So he can go with 1, again 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. He can go with this first x1 good, or 2 goods, 3 goods, maximum he can afford 4 goods, keeping this 0. Or we can say 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. He can select this one. Suppose if you take this is the maximum he can go with, because here it is 5 rupees for one x1, and here if he is going with x2 good, quantity is 3, then 5 3 is 15, so total is 20. So he can go with this bundle. It is maximum. Or he can also select this. plus 1, 2 plus 2, or 3 plus 1. Correct? In the same way, we can have many combinations of goods. 1, 1. So I think we have considered all here. 1, 3. 1, 3 is here, and 3, 1 is here. So we have all the bundles. Can you find out any other bundle? You can add here if you find out any other bundles. So this is it. So we can input these many bundles where he can buy. He can go with these kind of bundles with his income of 20 rupees. So suppose we will take any bundle here. For example, if we take this, it is 5 rupees and 10 rupees. So 15 rupees he has to spend on this bundle. As he has 20 rupees with him, so he can go with this bundle. So we will take this 5 to 10, 5 to the 10, so 20. He can even go with this bundle. He can select this bundle as well. So think that if we have one more bundle where 3 of x1 good and quantity 2 of x2 good. Can he select this bundle? We'll see that 5 3s of 15 because the price of each good here is 5 rupees plus 5 to the 10. So what is the total price of this bundle? It is 25. Can he go with this bundle? If you ask that, he can't select this bundle because he has this income budget constraint. So now here we understood that he has this budget that we call it as consumer's budget, and in market we have bundles. As we know, bundles means set of 2 goods and the price of each good is given. In the market, we know the price is given and the income of the consumer also given. Then, what are the bundles he can select, having his limited resources? So these are the bundles he can go with. Now, how can we put this invoice, the consumer budget? The consumer can afford to buy only those bundles. Consumers can afford to buy only those bundles which cost less than or equal to his income. And as we know, consumer budget, it is very simple. Consumer's budget means what is the income, how much he has. That we call it as consumer's budget. It is very simple. Only understand that whatever amount, the resource we can say, amount he has the income, we call that as consumer's bundle, and the consumer can afford to buy only those bundles which cost less than or equal to his income. So when we have this income, So he can select only those bundles which are less than his income or equal to his income. He can buy only those bundles, and we made a list of all those bundles here. So these many bundles where he can select any one of these bundles, because if you take the combined price of these two goods, it is either less than his income or equal to his income. Okay, if he has 20 rupees, the bundles, if it is less or equal, then he can go with those bundles. Correct? So that he can select amongst the bundles. Now I'll keep this. We need this for further topics. As we know, when he has limited resources, limited income, fixed income, so he can go with only those bundles which cost him less or equal to his income. Then the next topic here is budget set. What do you mean by budget set? So as we already made these bundles which includes two commodities, two goods, and price is given of each good, whatever sets we made, sets of bundles, we call it as budget set. The sets of these bundles, we call it as budget set. Now we'll put this budget set in this way. The set of bundles available to the consumers is called budget set. The set of bundles available to the consumer is called budget set. So we know his income. I'll mention it as M. If his income is rupees 20 and we have two goods, I will specify the goods as well. Again, we will today we will change the goods. Okay, every day we are taking apple and banana. Today we can change that to which two goods we can select. You can select any of your wish. I will change one good here. Instead of apple and banana, I'll keep chocolate and biscuits. Okay, two goods we have, and the price is given here. The price of chocolate is 5 rupees. We can take any price, but for our convenience, we are taking this, and even the price of biscuit is 5. Okay, this is, we call it as price of this good P1, and price of this good biscuit, it is P2. The price of this good is P1, this chocolate P1, price of this biscuit is P2. And what are the quantities? Quantities I will call it as X1 for this good C, quantity X1, and for biscuits I will mention quantity X, Okay, remember this. M means it is his total income. P1 is the price of chocolate. I'll mention the bundle as well. This bundle includes chocolate and biscuits. Okay. Now we have two products in this bundle. Chocolate price is 5 rupees, that I call it as P1, and biscuit price is 5 rupees again. I'm keeping it same, and I will call this as P2. Okay. And quantity of chocolate, whatever I am taking, I will keep it as X1, and quantity of biscuit I will take it as X2. Then we can say that if you multiply price of quantity chocolate with its quantity, I will take this Q X1, right? Price of chocolate and quantity of chocolate plus price of biscuit and quantity of biscuit. If we add these two, then it should not be greater. Either it should be less than the income or equal to income. Correct? So we will take one example here. So when we say this, if price and quantity plus of one good chocolate plus price and quantity of second good biscuit, if we add these two things, the result should be less than his income or equal to his income. Then only he can select those kind of bundles. Okay. So we already made a list of those bundles. Now I will put this and verify using this equation whether this bundle satisfy this equation or not. So make note of this equation. Again I will repeat, this is for chocolate and this is of biscuits. Okay, with chocolate price and quantity of chocolate, biscuits price and quantity of biscuit, and it is his income. Now I'll select any bundle from this set. I'll go with this one, 2 chocolates, 1 biscuit. Okay, the price of the chocolate is how much? 5 rupees into the quantity of chocolate, how much I have taken? 2. Plus price of biscuit, that is again I kept saying 5 rupees into the quantity of biscuit, that is 1 I have taken 1. So it should be less than or equal to his income. Now 5 2s are 10 plus 5 1s are 5, which should be less than his income, that is 20. So 10 plus 5 is 15 and his income is 20, which is the bundle's price is 15, which is less than his income. So he can select this bundle. Correct? Now I will take this case, even he can select this bundle as well. He can afford this bundle. We will take this last one, 3 2, 3 chocolates. The quantity is 3, the price of chocolate is 5, the quantity of biscuit is 2, price again same, the biscuit price is same. So 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. Correct? The total of these two products is 25. So here the result what we have now, it is greater than his income. So it is not satisfied here. Whatever we say, whatever the bundle we are selecting, it should be less than or equal to his income. If you see in this bundle, the result is not less or not equal to his income. Correct? That's why he can't select this bundle. Then, what do you mean by budget set? Budget set means budget is his income. So, with his income, what are the all possible bundles he can go with? As we cross-check few of the bundles. So, these are the bundles, excluding this, the remaining bundles he can offer. So, all this set of bundles, the set of bundles available to the consumer is called budget set. Okay, all this we can say budget set. Budget set means it is the set of bundles. First bundle, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 10th. This is set of bundles which are available to consumers. That budget, the set of bundles we call it as budget set. Right? Now, if we plot this in the diagram, how it looks like. And one thing I forgot to tell you, the previous class title in this YouTube channel, I have mentioned chapter 5, but it is not chapter 5, it is chapter 2, 5th session. So it is typo, I missed this chapter 2, 5th session. Except that it looks like chapter 5. So just I'll try to edit if I can do that. Otherwise, read it as chapter 2, 5th session. The previous class session is for second chapter, it is 5th session. Okay, now if we put this in this diagram, how it looks like. We have chocolate and biscuit. I will take that. Here we have taken bananas and mangoes. Chocolate and biscuit I will take. So we have line like this, which says his income divided by price P1. P1 is of chocolate. Total income divided by price. And here it is total income divided by price 2. Price 2 is for biscuit P2. Correct? So we will get this line. Here it gives us the price of chocolate into quantity of chocolate plus price of biscuit, quantity of biscuit. The total of these two should be less than or equal to his income. We have taken example of this bundle where it is 5 rupees plus 15 rupees for biscuit, total 20. So if it is exactly equal, then we will get a straight line. The result here, it always equals to 20. Is budget M. I can say equal to M. So how we can put that here? That is why, as we said, whatever result we are getting, it is always equal to his income to get this straight line. That is why we can't keep it. If it is lesser than his income, then we won't get this straight line. That's why we can't put the lesser it is always equal to his income. If the price of this bundle is equal to his income, then we will get a straight line. If it is lesser than his income, then the diagram looks in different way. The results we will get here within inside this line. Correct? If the price of this bundle is less than his income, then those points will come inside this line. This line which we have now. If the total is less than his income, then those points will come inside this budget line. We call it as budget line. There is one more topic, we will discuss that. Now, as we know, we can give some data to this, to whether to check if we get exact straight line, we can give some numbers here. For that we need bundles, right? So I will take few bundles here. The first bundle is 1 chocolate, 3 biscuits, and second bundle is 3 chocolates, 1 biscuit, and other bundles 2 chocolate, 2 biscuits, 1 chocolate, 2 biscuits, 2 chocolate, 1 biscuit, or like that. We have how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bundles we will take and we will check whether we will get a straight line or not. Now this point gives us how we will get this point by doing this m divided by p1. So we will check that as well. What is m here? The income of the consumer we have taken 20, correct? Now m is 20. And P1 we know P1 is chocolate price, that is 5. How much we will get? 5 and 5 4. So 4 chocolates. Do we have that? No. So that's why we will add that 4 chocolates to reach this point. How much chocolate we should have? 4. So how about other product? So here M divided by P2. If I add 1 biscuit here, 20 plus 5, 25. Do we have that extra income? No. So we can't take additional product here. So we have to keep it 0. Correct? So 4 chocolates, 0 biscuit, then we have bundle which he can offer with his income. So total of this is 20. Correct? Total of this is 20. That's why the point is on this line. Why it is reaching only x-axis? Because we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 biscuit, 2 biscuit, 3 biscuit, and 4 biscuit. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here he is spending all his income on chocolates only. Correct? He is not buying any biscuit. That's why it is here on x-axis. Correct? If you see this one, we will take this as well. Now, when we get this point, that is 0 chocolates, 4 biscuits, correct? So when we have 0 chocolate, 4 biscuit, then we will get this point, which is again on this budget line. So to be on this budget line, what is the thumb rule? It should be equal to it should be always equal to his income. You will see that. Here it is 0, 5, 4 quantity of biscuits. The price is 5, 4 5 is 20. So the total income here it is 20. which is exactly matching with his income. So when this equals to this, we will get that point on this budget line. So even we have this point which is on budget line. But why it is on y-axis? Because he can only afford, he is spending all his income on biscuits. He is getting 4 packets of biscuit, chocolate he is keeping it 0. That's why this is on y-axis. Now you will select this. 1 chocolate 5 rupees plus 3 biscuit, 5 rupees are 50. Again it is 20 rupees. So 1 chocolate, 3 biscuits. So we'll get point here. We'll get point here, which is again on budget line, because it is again matching to this. So we will see this 5 rupees are 15 plus 120, that is 5 rupees. Again it is 20. So here we'll see whether this also here it is same as his income. Does this comes on this budget line? We'll see that 3 chocolates, 1, 2, 3 chocolates, 1 biscuit. Here. This is also on again on budget line. If you see this 10 plus 10, 20, again same as his income. So 2 biscuits, 2 chocolates. So this also will get on this budget line, correct? So when the price of the bundle is equal to his income, then we will get the points or the bundles which gives us a straight line. This straight line we will call it as budget line. That is one more topic. Now we have budget set and we have one more topic on budget line. So what we see here, this is budget line, and budget set means what are the bundles available in the market. As we made a list previously, the bundles which are available, the set of bundles available to consumer, we call it as budget set. And when the price of that bundle equals to the income of the consumer, then what are the bundles? If you draw a line, the line which we get a straight line, we will call it as budget line. Fine. So how we will put that in word? How we can define this budget line? The line consists of all bundles. The line consists of all bundles which cost exactly equal to his income. M is income. So what do you mean by budget line? As we know, the line consists of all bundles. We have one bundle here, it is 0 chocolates, 4 biscuits, and we have one more bundle here, it says 1 chocolate, 3 biscuits, and we have one more bundle here, it says 2 chocolates, 2 biscuits, and in this bundle we have 3 chocolates, 1 biscuit. Okay. The line consists of all bundles. The line which consists of all the bundles which cost, this bundle cost should be exactly equal to his income. So if you try to find out the cost of these bundles, it should be equal to his income. That's why we mentioned price into quantity of good 1 plus price and quantity of good 2. The total result should be equal to his income. If this equation is satisfied, then what are the points we'll get? If you draw a line, if you join those points, bundles, you will get a line, straight line. This line we will call it as budget line. I'll read it again. The line consists of all the bundles which cost exactly equal to his income. So these are all the bundles where the cost is exactly equal to his income. This line we call it as budget line. So I will explain this equation again. In a bundle, we have two products, right? So price of chocolate is P1, price of biscuit is P2. Considering that the whatever quantity we are considering, that we will take it as x1 quantity of chocolates, x2 is quantity of biscuits. P1 is price of chocolate, x1 is quantity of chocolate, P2 is price of biscuit, and x2 is quantity of biscuit. Okay, so if we put these things in equation, P1 x1 plus P2 x2, it should be lesser than or equal to the income of the consumer. Price of chocolate into quantity of chocolate plus price of biscuit into quantity of biscuit. The total should be less than or equal to his income. Less than his income comes inside this budget line. If total is equal to his income, those bundles come on exactly on the budget line. Fine. If in a given bundle where we know price of the two goods, when we know price of the two goods and we know income also, if the quantity of good one is given, can we find out the quantity of good two? How we can find out the quantity of second good when the quantity is given? There is the equation, using that we can find out. The equation is like this. The total income divided by price of the second good minus price of the first good divided by price of the second good into quantity of first good. Now I will take a bundle here. Any quantity you can take. 1, 3. This is I'll take 3. But you can take any bundle. 3 is quantity of chocolate. This is biscuit, the quantity of biscuit. It is not given here now. Think that it's not given. Okay? This is X2 and price is P2. The price is given. Price of chocolate is 5 rupees and price of biscuit is 5 rupees. Okay, price of this bundles is given and quantity of first good is given. Can we find out the second good? Now, when all these things are given, we'll try to find out what is the quantity of second good. X2 is equal to M. The total income is 20 here. And price of the second good, that is given 5 minus price of the first good, that is also given 5 rupees, divided by price of second good 5 to quantity of first good. Quantity how much we have taken? 3. Okay. Now we will see 5 of the 5 fours are 1. So 4 minus, this is 1 by 1 into 3. We can say 1 into 3 and this is results to 3. Correct? So 4 minus 1 is 1. It means the quantity of second good is 1. So if we see, put that here, is it correct now? The 3 goods of quantity good 1 is 3 into 5 plus quantity of second good into price 15 plus 5. So we are getting income. Okay. So now this is the second quantity we can go with. Quantity of second good. So that is how we can find out the second good. Now we will take different numbers and try to find out. We can say income here it is 40. Okay, and two I have taken. The quantity of chocolate here is 2 and price of chocolate is 5. Here price of biscuit is 10 and we need to find out the quantity of biscuits and the income is 40 here. So now we'll try to find out the quantity of biscuit now. What is the income of consumer here? It is 40 rupees and price of the second good, that is we know 10 rupees minus the price of the first good, that is 5, divided by price of second good, that is 10, into quantity of first good, that is 2. Correct? 10 on the 10 fours are 4 we have now minus 5 on the 5 twos are 2 by 2. So here 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. It means that the quantity of second good is 3 here. Now we will check that whether what the result we got is true or not. Whether it is correct or not. Okay. So 2 goods quantity, what is the P1 x1 plus P2 x2 should be equal to M. The P1 is 5 of the first go into quantity is 2 plus P2 is 10, price of the second to 10 into what is the quantity we found out? It is 3. Is it equal to 40? We need to check that. 5 2s are 10 plus 10 3s are 30, which is exactly equal to the income of the consumer. So whatever quantity we got, that is correct. It means that we can find out the quantity of other good when quantity of one good is given, and the income and price of the commodities and income of the consumer is given in the market. So we can find out the quantity of the second good from that bundle. Okay, so what we have discussed today, it is consumer's budget. What is the budget? It is the income of the consumer. We call it as consumer's budget. And what is budget set and what is budget line? Budget set is set of bundles which consumers can buy. Set of bundles which consumers can buy, that we call it as budget set. And what do you mean by budget line? The bundles if the total of the bundle, the cost of the bundle, we can say cost of this bundle, if it equals to the income of the consumer, then what are the bundles we have? If we join those bundles, then we'll get a line that we call it as budget line. Fine. So, and we saw this formula as well. To get this budget line, it should be always equal to M. If it is lesser than or equal to M, if it is lesser than M, equal to M, we will get on the bundles, will get on the budget line. If it is lesser than M, then we will get inside this line. When we can see one example there, 1, 2, the price there we say 5, 5, so 5 rupees for this plus 10 rupees for this 15. The total income here it is 20. The total result is 15, which is lesser than his income. So where we will get this bundle? We will see this. 1 chocolate, 2 biscuits. 1 chocolate, 2 biscuits. So we'll get the bundle here, which is inside this budget line, like that. If the result is lesser than his income, then that bundle comes within this budget line, inside the budget line. As we see here, we have this bundle. It uses one chocolate, 2 biscuits. This bundle is the result of the cost of this bundle is 15, which is lesser than the income of the consumer, and this bundle comes inside the budget line. Right? So we know budget set, budget line, consumer's budget, and how we can find out the quantity if the quantity of other goods is given. Okay. So stop here. These are the things for today, and in the next class we will discuss the price ratio and the slope of the budget line. What is price ratio and what is the slope of budget line? So we will discuss all those things in the next class. Thank you. Have a good day.